It's a common phrase that if you get two men, one who believes that he can, one who believes that he cannot do something, usually both men are right. Powerlifting is no different than this scenario. If you load a bar and you are not 100% confident that you are going to hit whatever this is on this bar, chances are you're not going to hit it. Your rate of success is heavily dependent on your mentality. If you are not mentally strong, you will not hit PRs. If you're not mentally strong, you shouldn't even be loading the bar up to any spot where you are not confident. There's a difference between confidence and comfort, because when you're comfortable, you are very confident in something that you're going to do. It's going to be easy. But if you're confident while uncomfortable, the sky becomes the limit. You stop doubting yourself. You stop hesitating. You stop pushing things off because they're too difficult. You start striving. You start fighting. You start pushing. You push past your limits. You become okay with vomiting. You become okay with bleeding out of your nose. You shouldn't load the bar with something you're not 100% confident about hitting, because if you load the bar and you're not 100% confident, you get spotters, you're wasting their time. Because yeah, they'll make you feel more comfortable, but that doesn't intrinsically increase the amount of confidence that you have in hitting that lift. In fact, adding those spotters allows you to feel more comfortable with failing. You prevent yourself from dying from failing. So you're more comfortable, but you're not more confident. You see, the confidence is what pushes you to load that bar, that pushes you to not call someone over and say, hey, I'm gonna hit this. You know how many times spotters are actually used when someone is not pushing their limits? Let's say you've got 75% 3x3. You call over spotters for all 3 sets. You are wasting your spotters' times because you are not confident in hitting 75% of your max for triples. That should be work that's so easy for you to complete. You should be able to roll out of bed, eat nothing, drink nothing, and hit that for 3. You should be able to hit it for more than 3. The Prolepin's chart says you should hit it from 3 to 6. You should be able to do a 6x6 with 75%, kind of. But if you're not confident, you're already losing the battle. When you step onto a platform, you're going to load up a bar that you're not comfortable with. You have to be confident that you're going to hit that number, because if you don't, you won't hit it. The more you doubt yourself, the lower your chances of success are. So why are you even stepping up to the bar in the first place? Powerlifting isn't about being comfortable. It's about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that comes from being confident that you can hit whatever you put on that bar. If you decide you're going to put 500 kilos on that bar, you have to be 100% confident that you are going to hit that. No amount of spotters in the world. You can have 7 spotters, the maximum amount of spotters that you can fit on a bar. You miss that, it's still going to be pretty bad for you. The only reason people who squat over 1,000 pounds miss squats is because of a catastrophic failure. That's going to be an injury. That's going to be a misload by hundreds of pounds on one side. That's going to, you don't just fail a squat. 1,000-pound squatters are always 100% confident that they're going to hit whatever squat is there. If they miss a squat on the platform, it's going to either be to death or to injury. It's not going to be a strength failure, because you yourself are stronger than you believe you are. Once you start to believe, you know, I am this strong, I can lift this weight, I will lift this weight, can and will, as Stacy Burr says, then you'll start being onto something. Then you'll start being strong. Then you'll start actually growing. You don't hit plateaus because your muscles don't want to. You hit plateaus because you get comfortable. You hit plateaus because you're not confident in going harder. You hit plateaus because you're not trying. The biggest thing holding us back is our lack of confidence in actually hitting what we put on the bar. So we don't put as much on the bar. If coach says RPE 8 3x3, you're putting over 75% on the bar, but you're more confident, you're more comfortable with loading up something lighter because you can do it. You see, a lot of us have an intrinsic fear of failure. That failure chips away at our confidence. The more scared we are of a weight, the less likely we are to actually hit it, the less confident we are to hit it. So if we fight that fear by continually pushing ourselves and proving to ourselves that we are capable of doing whatever we put ourselves to, whatever we load onto that bar, we are 100% confident that whatever we load onto that bar, we are going to hit. We're going to squat it. We're going to bench it. We're going to pull the out of that bar. Then, only then, will you truly start to be down the path of being strong.